Good morning, Mr. Giorgio Aliberti, the Ambassador of the European Union in Vietnam. Welcome to GEFE event.
Thank
And
you.
what do you think about this great event organized by EuroCham?
I think it's really a great event, as you said. I think we were helping, of course, EuroCham. We supported EuroCham to organize this event because we thought it was a good thing to do, but I didn't expect that big and that important, that relevant. So I'm really quite struck positively by the result. I'm very happy that we supported this great idea. I think it's really very positive also for Vietnam, because I think it shows that it can attract a lot of interest, a lot of business coming also from Europe for this positive thing, which is a green transition. So I'm very happy. And the fact of having seen many people in the stands around shows a lot of interest also from here in Vietnam. So I think it's a very positive thing.
You're right, this event attracts a lot of attention from not only Vietnamese, but also foreign guests to come. And what do you think about the contributions of European companies for the green transition in Vietnam?
I think European companies have a big role to play. They are very interested, from what I feel, from what I hear from them. They are looking and just trying to understand if the perception they have is real. Because of course the perception has changed a lot when last year Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh at Glasgow, the COP26, showed the determination of the government basically to become a net zero emitter of greenhouse gases by 2050. And of course, I think this gave a very strong signal to the whole world. So it showed that Vietnam wanted really to go down the line of a green transition. And that's when European business say, well, maybe we have a place to go. And as you know, right now, they are looking everywhere. You look in Indonesia, Vietnam, there are different opportunities. So it will be up also to Vietnam to try to manage to continue attracting good business. But for sure, European business, as you know, we are very focused on this, on a green transition. We have a lot of technology, and we are ready to share, of course, the expertise that we have. So I think European companies are clearly looking very carefully at the Vietnamese market to see what else they can do, how can enter the market. They're looking at the perspective of the future.
Vietnam already have a very strong commitment from the Prime Minister for net zero. And what do you think that Vietnam should do for attracting more investment for the green transitions?
I think that Vietnam, as we said, showed the determination. So the Prime Minister was a requisite, let's say, to start thinking about Vietnam. Now what Vietnam needs to do is to implement this political decision into reality. Because of course, if you look at procedures, if you look at the transparency of the process of procurement, there are many things that needs to be done. What we suggest is to change the regulatory framework to make it more attractive to foreign companies, to foreign investment, to allow the partnership between the private and public groups.
Yes.
And of course, they have to work in a way which make some contracts which are bankable. They have to find a way that the banks will accept. So you need to define contracts between the public sector and private business in a way that is positive and sustainable and bankable for financial institutions. Because without this, it will not happen. We all know that the green transition requires a lot of financial support, not only from the public sector, but a lot will come from private sector. Private sector, as you know, they come if something is bankable, if in the future they can get some return for their investment. They are not benefactors, as we know. So I think the best solution is really to mix together public sector, which is good, regulatory framework should set basically the parameters of the activities. With the private business, we have the entrepreneurship, the creativity, and the new technology that are ready to come. So if you mix this thing together in a proper way,
yes,
that's the solution. Vietnam, I think, has the potential to do it. Also, is very lucky to have a lot of natural resources that are good for solar, for hydro energy, for wind energy. We have 3,000 kilometers of coast, so you have it all, but you have to get right the parameters. So you have to get right the regulatory framework and the parameters and the public and private sector contracts.
You're right, we have strong potential on renewable energy, especially for offshore wind energy.
Absolutely.
Yes. Thank you very much for your strategic sharings.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was my pleasure. Thank you.